Alright, I'm apologize, guys. What's up, YouTube? This is Rear Station here, and we're gonna go ahead and get to this episode 3 of Vanitas no Carte. Otherwise known as the uh okay, so I'm sorry if this started rather late. The case study of Vanitas. So so sorry for the late run. So I started it, right? I started so I was uh is it okay now? Sorry, the V the my PC just started to cut off at one point. Sorry about that, but I saved the stream. I should be fine. So yeah, last time, I got that Fate vibe, and then don't I? I mean, Yuki Kanjira is the one doing the music composition, which is really nice to see. what I what I really like about this is, just the vibes of the show, and like using the lighthearted stuff, and then and then there's the darker stuff, and then like you can get to see these guys' adventures and try to find out more about the world itself. From what I saw in the preview, another character is gonna make an entrance. I think her name is Dom, Dominique. Dominic Dominique or some. That's how I pronounce it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna introduce two characters, but we still have to deal with John, who literally has a freaking boosted gear. I accidentally called it Dragon Install, but to be fair, I Dragon Install just sounds cooler. I'm not gonna lie, like it sounds cooler, like the way, literally like fucking eat like there's like just a freaking dragon gauntlet. That was so cool. How it looked, and let's be fair. Like for a project that isn't really that big on a budget, it still looks really good, and like there's still a lot of good quality to it. So I saw that it was gonna be 24 episodes. I do not know if they're gonna be split or not. Like it did say they were gonna be split, but it does seem like it does seem like the show it might, like, if it does do a split, that's cool. If it's not, then that's fine, but it just makes you worry about the quality on stretch. So I do not remember if it's going to be more episodic, or more like a ongoing plot. I think it's going to be a little bit of both, because you still got to find out more about Vanitas himself, and look upon how, like, what's the like, get a little list of, oh, what's the main conflict here. Yeah, we get the main conflict is with the vampires, and like the cursed bearers. The one they're like, the vampires are the one that are kind of like just basically discriminated. And then there's like, what was the one that John was in? She's basically sent to kill her. She's basically assigned to kill her own kind, which is kind of fucked up when you really think about it. Um, is that right? It's boosted gear, but I call it. I decided to call it Dragon Install, even though I know it's supposed to be from Guilty Gear. but like it just sounds cool. But again, it just sounds cooler. That's why I just ended up saying it. Anyways. So yeah, let's get. But yeah, I think I said enough. Is the audio working okay? Okay, it's fine. All right, so we're just gonna get to it, and hopefully the stream doesn't hiccup on me again. I really hope OBS is gonna cooperate with me today. Let's get to it. Episode 3, starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Did I turn the subs on? Yes, I did. Wow. Or is it in your own volition? Where have I heard that? Where have I heard that sort of description before? Well, that's epic looking. That's pretty epic looking. He's bluffing. I mean, you know he's a normal human. It's a plan. They had to come up with a plan. They came up with a plan with Noah beforehand. You know, they were discussing. Oh, ooh. I don't know. It's the constellations that come out too. I don't remember what that old show was, Nick. I might have watched it, but I don't remember. I watched a lot of shit. Do give me a break. I do want to still. I'm still a little bit like it's a little bit weird how it just start. This episode starts off because remember the end of the end of the last episode was more on them trying to figure out, oh, how we're gonna deal with this John lady here. Like she is a whole problem. Like if they let her be. Oh, so I wonder if they're gonna backtrack on that. Yeah, it's a bluff. Oh, that was the one he was trying to restrain earlier. I think. Actually, I might be wrong. But oh, ooh, look at this. She basically used. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the same one before. Never mind. No, they were watching. They were so uptight about him, like they had to keep watch. He was basically used. That's a lot of That's tenacity here. Uh, that is so fucking petty. I figured like, oh, where's Noel? Oh, never mind. But you know Noel's not gonna do that. Okay, yeah, this is a flashback. That's a nice way to introduce it instead of just like a full, like indicating like a oh full on flashback. It's a good timing actually. Oh, that's what it was covering his mouth. I thought it was just like to, gag him. He did defeat her without a fight, but she made use of someone else in the vicinity. That reaction though. Oh, she has to maintain, or else it's not gonna work. Oh, there was no other reaction. That was a. Sorry. Oh, the French kiss. I see you. You fucking womanizer. That's so fucking mean. You just tamed the hell out of her. This asshole. Oh my god. Okay, that's too far. Oh fuck. No, you just. Alright, stop, man. I still can't hear. He's literally. This is literally the. There's literally acoustics here, and you still can't hear it, man. Uh-oh. Oh, she did. You did that to provoke him. He did. He intention. Oh, he's fucking. Yeah, I think he did. I think he did that on He did that on purpose. He did this on purpose to spite to spite him, so he react like that. This man had way too much fun doing that. But, yeesh, that's kind of rolling the dice. Right? Oh, someone killed him. That kind of shit took a turn. Wait, another. Oh, Lord. Oh, shit. It's a black. Oh, shit. It's that demon from Black Clover. Okay, what? This fucking Chester over here. This is fucking comedy, man. Mm. So she's all good? You're working for me now. Hmm. So basically, it's like obligatory employment. You know, it that's okay because it would help him. It would help him get closer to what he wants to achieve. What the end game will be. Yeah. They mentioned that name. Oh, they seen that. How'd you do that? Something's connecting. Wait, that's. Oh yeah, he's part. Oh yeah, oh yeah, he's part of the hair. That he's a hair of that race because they almost seemingly died out. It seems. That's an interesting way to. So it won't hurt that much. That's an interesting ability. Uh, oh yeah, he still has he has to drink more so he can get deeper. I have to be careful with this one though. I don't want to suck your damn victim dry. Plus we have. Mm. Hmm? So you did see it. What the fuck? That's literally a death parade. Oh, it's that one from earlier. Oh, Jesus. Okay, that's. You couldn't bear to see that anymore. Wait, that flash. Wait, those flashbacks. Oh, they have to do something with his friend back then? Oh, you cared. This is the one I was talking about. What? What did I approve? He's like, I did not approve of this. Wait, why is he surprised? Okay, fair enough. Hmm. What? Borrow? Bruh. This isn't one of those. This is so the childhood friend did. So the childhood friend did win. Where's he taking him to? This begs the question: how someone like Charlton can corrupt the real names, and what's the motive here? I'm not sure. I do not remember if the manga went into as to why. I think they were in the middle of it, from what I remember. Oh yeah, there's I forgot like the vampire world and the humans world are totally different dimensions. This man's gonna jump. Vanitas is unpredictable. There's no. Oh, he jumped knowing he would no just do that by instinct. That's something else. Too perceptive, aren't we? I don't like this Golf Jade thing, man. But whatever Dominic got, Dominic these fetishes, we gotta bear with this for maybe a few episodes. It might the original Vanitas might not be the soul might not have the sole responsibility after all, or there may be a connection to it. I don't know, maybe association or something. But this looks like Paris, but this really ain't normal Paris. Huh. I'm getting the English version of the ending now. I don't remember if it flip flopped between they're both great. Both versions are great nonetheless. You're not missing out any. I believe this ability is only available to the clan where Noah belongs. Yeah, I think it's more like he's a hare. Because sorry if I'm wrong. I think he's more like I guess a print. If I remember, like he was mentioned as a prince. I mean, he does have that sort of or or a candidate at least. The main question is going to be this charlatan entity and what's gonna pull and what strings it's trying to pull. And is Vanitas really responsible for everything, or is charlatan Vanitas, or at least like they're in cahoots with it, or maybe Vanitas was not responsible, but he was put the blame was put on him. I don't know. I don't know yet. I actually don't remember. I actually don't remember if the manga ever answered that yet. That's an interesting It was an interesting episode. Sorry, the timer still fucking running. If Vanadius isn't the one that's solely responsible for the plague, and it has to be with that charlatan entity, whatever it may be, it begs it really begs the question: what's the real truth with the Book of Vanitas? Like, what's all? And sadly, I don't remember much from the manga. That much from the manga, which works, which hurts and helps because I can visit stuff anew. I just hope they don't pull off some anime original ending like the Pandora Hearts anime. Please don't. But I don't. There's gonna be more to figure out when we get into when we dive into the vampire worlds, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be quite immersive because from what I see here, it looks it looks quite similar to it's called Altus Paris, and if I'm let me see if Altus means altar, then the naming makes sense. Um, let me just check here. Okay, so Altus is a Latin adjective meaning high, deep, noble, profound. So it's basically noble Paris. So it's basically the vampires consider themselves noble, and so this is basically, but this is basically an alternate form. Like look at the moon. Like what the hell is going on here? And there's I did this is not like from what I'm seeing here right now. This is not a no. This looks like a normal France setting, but I have to think everyone here is everyone, or at least the majority of everyone here are freaking vampires. So I want to see what how it's gonna be cool to see how the difference with with the society here in the vampire worlds, how it's comparable with that of the human worlds, which is something interesting and not something I haven't seen before, but something I feel like is never touched upon as well with most in previous instances. So we get to the part with the with where Vanitas pulling those damn strings and stuff. I need to go back to so so in doing this he actually drew the I don't know if if there was a specification. I might have missed something, but he drew his target as well. The one that he was also that they were trying to search for, because like the presence of John herself, and he kind of just used that to his advantage. So Noah actually just kidnapped that kid. What was his name? What was the kid's name again? Um, like Lucas or Lucius. He had to steal him. Just take advantage. Put her in like a hostage situation, so make her submit. But he did like try you he did use that. He actually kind of just knocked killed the birds with one stone, sort of, where he caught his target and was also able to make John submit. Although I will say John was pretty tenacious. Like I would have to think that spell that he did like would normally just completely incapacitate a normal vampire. Like I'm not entirely sure of like how the nature of Vanitas' powers, to be honest. Like I actually don't quite remember, and I don't know if it, and I'm not so sure how far they went into describing the book's powers yet. But other than the fact that it can also deal out curses as well as heal. I am just gonna say this though. He did manage to defeat. He all he did was just lead John into an area where he can use that power and just like took advantage of that, and the way he just that kiss was just kind of out of left field. Like I did not expect him to do that, and it was actually quite funny when he did that. Um, the Valius can like it's fun to see him just kind of act like a jerk and all. But then you also kind of have to wonder, how did he become this way? I've said that before in the last stream. Like, how did he become this way? We know we're getting some hints with Noel sort of his childhood. Hopefully more on that, and hopefully more on that later on, because I feel like it's important. It has to correlate with the charlatan thing, like because because when he was looking through that what was her name? What was her name again? Amea's memories, and then you saw what she saw, and then and then saw her name was taken away by that entity at the time. he he couldn't go any further. He couldn't go look all the way. But we can kind of, but I don't think we need to look anymore. We see any more of that. We just kind of know where that headed. And it there's a lot of things to wonder, oh, like how is Noah connected to all of this? And does I wonder, like, I don't know about Dominic's situation. We'll worry about her later. I believe that's the case since Jean is established as one of the most powerful witches in the past. Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. Um, the fact that she's kind of just when Vanitas said like she was weak is because like she has the obligation to protect Lucas for whatever reason may be, and I and yeah, like it's kind of funny to see how she just kind of ended up that way because you have to think how much more of a savage she would have been. Like if Valdez were to encounter John when she was still at the time when she was killing off her own kind, just rampaging, I don't think he would have stood a chance. But because he had to, but because she has an obligation to protect Lucas, like she submitted. I feel like everything's gonna start connecting, like with John, with Noah, with Valdez, with some other characters that are gonna come up. Um, the whole thing with the curses, the whole thing with Charlatan, the whole thing with the book itself. Like, how is that all gonna connect? Because I I don't. I guess I'll cheat you for a bit. Uh, yeah, the oh yeah, this is Lewis, the one that was there. He was born in the same one, and you have to think like Lewis was the way they displayed him, like something happened to him where he became one of the curse bearers. Something happened to him, and Noah's probably trying to you know search for a man, or more likely he's just burdened by the thoughts of him, like what happened at the time. Like I'd have to think it was how he became a curse bearer in the first place was what had Noel react like that, because he may have gotten reminded of such. Like did Lewis fall under the same, fall victim in the same way, and then he just kind of envisioned that, and we're only getting like fragments of might have happened. I don't know for sure yet, but we'll find out soon enough. I mean, hopefully the landmay doesn't take too long with it, but I don't want them to go too streamlined with storytelling. I don't want them to be too caught up with too much dialogue there, which would kind of break the tension, make things feel slow, and hopefully everything comes to light. Like there's a thing called show don't tell too, which can really help. I love her name being Dom and her family being literally synonymous with sadism. I mean, yeah, that Dominic Desad. Hold on, I need to. Is it really the meaning of sadism? If as I suspected, uh, I don't know. But it does sound like sadism, though. I'll look into I'll look into it a little bit more later. But how convenient, like that's Noel's childhood friend. So the childhood friend won after all. I'll say the whole thing with her, like, oh, he's my betrothed. Like, no, I'm not buying that. Oh, by the way, she's voiced by Ai Kayano, the same one I did Alice. the Alice from SAO, the same one that did Kirika from Sinful Gear. It's my girl right there. Um, and also Darkness from Konosuba. So that I was recognizing it somewhere. So that was a sort of that's that savviness to her voice as well. The way she can, and also Shiro from No Game No Life too. So yeah, I kind of was like has a really good range of voice, and so I'm not surprised. But her voice becomes recognizable after a while from someone like me. But it's like that has to be her, right? And yeah, it was pretty much confirmed. Um, so they're now so the two of them are now in the vampire world, and we're gonna get a look into how this vampire world works compared to how the human world works. Because I would have to think if vampires are living in uh, if a good number of vampires are living in the normal human world, there's probably a good number, maybe not a lot, of humans also living in the vampire world. But what Vanitas said, like humans are supposedly like he was able to cross it, even though he's supposedly a normal human, because he was able to keep in contact with a vampire. So he took advantage of Noah's just like the way his personality is. He's Noah's gonna take his hand, and so they're gonna cross it. And so yeah, I want to see how that works out. Uh, as for the quality of the show, it's really good. It does has its weird moments with how 2D the 2D the 2D character figures kind of feel like off when you're looking away, but that's kind of typical Bones sort of style. In honesty, like this is prominent in Bungo Stray Dogs. Was prominent in My Hero Academia. This was prominent in this was prominent in a I think it was like Star Driver, and there's a lot. It's that sort of style. I don't think it's like a animation lacking sort of thing. It's just kind of like the style they go with. Now, now the music is great. The tone is great. What I like about what this show does is they're able to switch up sort of the lighthearted stuff, some of the interesting stuff like just nobles talking, and then like the darker stuff. It doesn't feel like one is trying to overtake the other too much, at least so far. Um, I believe this kind of trick would be used by future antagonists as part of their plans or something like that. Oh yeah, she voiced Sylvie too. I forgot to mention the I kind of know. Yeah, she voiced Sylvie as well. Kind of I believe this kind of is part of the plan or something like that, or side characters. Probably. Um, we'll have to see about that. I mean, this is a show where um it is trying to do where it's trying to get us into the settings, get us into the characters while establishing a plot here at the same time. Because while I know it's going to be a case by case sort of venture, it's not going to be episodic. There's still a linear story at hand. You can notice it. So yeah, like it's another solid episode, and can't wait for next week's. Want to see how this turns out, and how's Noah gonna get out of this situation with Dom chaining? Like, I don't feel good about this thing right here. I don't want to say it's a fetish thing, but it's more like, oh, you can't get away. Although I was hoping, oh no, I would be able to shapeshift, but no, that's not the case. I would want to think he's strong enough to break it, but I'm pretty sure that's that's a collar that you can't that's made specifically to just not be just ripped apart. I mean, because she is it is from the vampire world, if anything. Uh, uh, did you hear about Kano being canceled in China? Really? Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard about that, and that was stupid. It's already stupid. It's already stupid was China canceled Mishoko Tensei, which she starred her voice role in. So China's off to some stupid shit with in regards to what they allow to broadcast. I don't know what's the highest thing that they got on the charts in terms of anime right now. But after they canceled Mushoku Tensei, I gave up on their on trusting in their standards with anime. I don't feel good about it. Yeah, I don't want to really talk about that. It's just a it was an asshole move. But I don't have that much else to say. That's gonna do it for the stream. And probably gonna I'm still not sure if it's gonna be split cores or just gonna consecutive core. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm really enjoying this. I really like the banter between the I really like Vanitas. I kinda like entertain by Noah's reaction to it. I'm really kind of getting into more of the side characters too in the story itself. It doesn't feel like stuff feels just sticking out to like a sore thumb. It feels like everything just kind of falls into place. Doesn't feel like just run of the mill something like that. It's not like a typical it's not something totally unique. It's not like something novel, but it's interesting enough to where like you're still interested to follow. But yeah, so like, share, subscribe, follow me on all the social media platforms I use. You can also join my Discord server. But that's good. You can also follow me on social media platforms. But did I just mention that already? I'm sorry. But anyways, this is Real Station starting off. See you next time. Take care, stay safe, and have